All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Formiga is 35. Benavidez is 36. Formiga will have a 2-inch reach advantage. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC. What?
Ready. Ready to fight?
Center in Newark, New Jersey. I'm told sports gambling is legal here, and we got a good UFC fight.
Oh, wow, sports gambling is legal. And John, you're right where you want to be. You're salivating. You're calling the fight, but you're thinking about the basketball game, the hockey game, because John Anik knows how to make money at the sports book. But don't worry, tonight we will give you great fight.
Brick City.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt. Oh, big punch lands.
Oh, collar tie. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
Benavidez goes for the takedown. He misses. Oh, beautiful jab there, man.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Down into his mouth.
Side control now. Setting up a sub here. Nicely done. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Formiga. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
highlights of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action from him. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off here.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land to great effect. Nice stick with the right hand.
Got the single collar tie. Nice counter left hook to the head. That shot blocked by an ever-improving Juicy A for me. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the...
Kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Fight stats for you now, 59. Total strikes have now landed for Joseph Benavidez. And landing with 78% accuracy tonight against Juicy A for me. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, strong punch there by Benavidez. Formiga's lower jaw now has started to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by me in here tonight.
Nice kick with the right hand.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Benavidez. Just missed with the left there.
Head kick lands.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks. Oh, man, head kick lands.
Benavidez gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. 30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than...
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success. Oh, he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got him hurt very bad.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. So 95 total strikes have now landed for Joseph Benavidez. Well, on a pretty good accuracy rate, DC, 72% the land rate thus far against Juicy A for me. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see as the people start to go down, cannot take many of those kicks.
Just missed with the elbow there. Oh, big left hook there.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Benavidez is now dealing with a cheek cut. Just out of range with the big right hand. conviction to the body goes Benavidez. Hard shots landing on both sides here. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Single collar tie here. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He can't. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Knee.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Back to the feet. Oh, big knee. What a fight we got going on here.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, big left.
It's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Good punch.
Single collar tie now. 15 seconds remain in the round. Oh, huge right hand. Oh, and just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Well, and that's... All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Oh, it looks like he's transitioning to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Oh, he postured up there.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Working off his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, maybe cranking the neck a little bit. The question is, can he get that rear naked choke? Well, he's got his back now, under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Curtis Blaydes. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, and there he goes. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Whoa!
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything.
Oh, big knee! Back to the feet.
He's giving them so many different things right now.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Oh, he's feeling it now. Nice combination there by Blaydes.
Whoa! Running past the front, push the blow at the exact. He got it! What a performance!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta's calling stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Curtis Frazier.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times.
Coming up next, it's a featherweight matchup between Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez. All right, so here's the young contender, Yair Rodriguez, a big win over the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung in November of 2018. Really put him back on the fast track. Big spot for Yair here tonight.
Yeah, it's a big moment for Yair Rodriguez. He's one of those guys that you look at and you understand that there's a star quality about him. But then after you get past all of that, you realize that there's a fantastic fighter. The flying head kick of Andre Fili, that beautiful front kick that he landed against BJ Penn to finish him, put him in a position where he fought Frankie Edgar and then a Korean zombie afterwards. He has truly earned his right to call himself one of the best featherweights in the entire world.
But ever since he made his UFC debut, the focus has not just been contention, it has been to win a world title. He'll try to take a step in that direction here tonight. Well, you want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here is the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Bless Holloway.
The Blessed Expressed is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway in his preparation, true Hawaiian to his soul, and it shows in the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Max Blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. Holloway is 1 year his senior. Rodriguez will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds.
You ready?
All right, here we go, round 1, a super fight of sorts here in the featherweight division. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. Holloway's not afraid to walk into the fire. When you do that against a guy like Rodriguez, be careful.
It's very dangerous. Ask the Korean Zombie, he only needs a second. But Max Holloway, for all that he is, he's a pressure fighter, but he's still very, very smart. His toughness carries him through a lot of situations, but it's also his mind that allows him to be as successful as he's been for so long.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying...
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Massive head kick there. We'll see if he can catch. Big elbow there, lands. Oh!
He went high on that one.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Well, danger.
Wow.
Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured it.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Rodriguez's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by Mia in here tonight.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him.
All right, so he postures up, and he's out. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Bottom fighter trying to control. Nicely done. .45 seconds to go here in round 1. 30 seconds to go. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Final seconds here of round 1. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent. All right, DC, here we go, round 2. How good is this? Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez. Able to check that kick as well.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, beautiful combination there from Max Holloway. The Blessed Express firmly on the track tonight.
Once he's rolling, Max Holloway is going to roll problem. Right now, he's got everything working.
Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
So 63 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway, and landing at a 74% clip against Yair Rodriguez. Effective strike there by Holloway. A little single collar tie there. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Holloway. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind.
All right, fighting out of the clinch here, and not for long. Nice trip to get the takedown.
Yeah, sometimes, John, you have a guy that is just so versatile, and they can do these takedowns in so many ways. You saw it on full display right there with that trip.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Holloway. Lands with the ground and pound. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
The ground and pound has been there all night. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek.
Nice punch there.
Oh, and he is getting tagged repeatedly. Nice combination of strikes up top.
Oh, beautiful combination on top. I don't understand why the guy is not moving his head. Get your head moving, son.
Connects with him.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
You know that, right? So you gotta time that.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on.
Third round underway. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one? Nice right hand. Who's hurt? Third block. Go get him.
Back to the feet. Oh, straight right. Takedown defense holds up. Big right hands there by Max Holloway.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right, single collar tie now. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Rodriguez's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Rodriguez back in full mount.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Oh, man, that was slick.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
And he's out. we approach the 1 minute mark here in our third and final round.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective.
Holloway gets caught. Oh!
Now he's on top of him looking for a finish. Fight's over.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 59 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
It's a middleweight matchup between Yoel Romero and Kelvin Gastelum. Well, on April 13, 2013, he upset Uriah Hall to win the Ultimate Fighter. 6 years later, he challenged for interim UFC middleweight gold, unable to finish the job that night, but a valuable 25-minute exchange there with Israel Adesanya, one of the best title fights we have ever seen. And now Gastelum trying to rebuild and get back to the top of the heap.
And it starts today. The journey back to the top starts at level 1, and Kelvin Gastelum will embrace that. He will look at it and he will say, I am up to this journey. I'm up to the fight. I'm up to the uphill battle. I am up for the preparation of trying to become a champion. It's been a sole goal for Gastelum, and he will do everything in his power, starting tonight, to put himself back in a UFC championship fight.
Well, back in 2000, he took home a silver medal in the Olympic Games in freestyle wrestling. DC, you go way back with this man. He is the soldier of God, middleweight contender, Yoel Romero.
From the moment I met Yoel Romero way back in the wrestling days, you understand that he is something special. He's one of the most naturally gifted athletes that I have ever met in my entire life. Even though he started his MMA career very late, he has now developed striking skills to match that Olympic-level wrestling, and it keeps him atop the UFC's middleweight division.
And your teammate Luke Rockhold said when he kicked him, he felt like he was kicking a metal ball.
It's unbelievable. A man of steel.
He has yet to realize a UFC middleweight title. Most people believe at some point before his career is said and done, Romero will at the very least get another crack at the UFC gold. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Gastelum is 28, Romero is 43. Gastelum will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, Kelvin.
Ready.
All right, here we are in the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, inside Prudential Center. I can think of a lot of fighters that have had big moments inside these walls. Colby Covington, Anthony Rumble Johnson with a big knockout back in the day. We'll see who shines in front of this capacity crowd tonight.
This is a great arena. But my memory goes to the one time that a guy at the barbershop tried to give me a hairline. He painted me a full-on black hairline. I said, you know what? I can't go to the arena looking like this. I can't show up for fights looking like I'm 17 years old. So I washed it off and went and watched some fantastic fights.
That's a true story, by the way.
It's a true
You tried to Carlos Boozer.
You tried to boozer your boy. It was picture day for DC.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
Then he's out. Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
Elbow!
Just over 2 minutes, round one. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. 27 total strikes and counting have already found the mark for Yoel Romero.
Nice punch there.
Oh, collar tie, and they separate. Nice job by Romero there on the feet, not only sticking, but moving to avoid the counterattack.
It's the head move. It's the athleticism of Yoel Romero that allows him to be standing there flat-footed and just get out of the way whenever you try to hit him. He's always been a phenomenal athlete, and he continues to be that even as he's aging. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Well, he has stayed busy, and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal.
Just out of range with that right hook. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, round two forthcoming here. Yoel Romero against that man, Kelvin Gastelum. Romero gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Right hand upstairs.
There's another one.
Clinch now. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quick.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind that educated jab.
59 total strikes and counting have already found the mark for Yoel Romero. And landing at a pretty good clip, 55% thus far tonight against Kelvin Gastelum. Gastelum's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that.
Another
big
takedown.
finally gets the the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know. The guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. Posturing up now. Nicely done.
Right in the mount.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
And they separate. Oh, no wasted motion there. Romero loads up on the right hand and finds the target.
I mean, you watch him. He's knocked out some of the greatest middleweights of all time. Luke Rockhold, Chris White. He's put guys to sleep in a variety of ways, and tonight he does it again.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Punches blocked. Just misses there with the left. Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Right on the button. Oh, and he lands another punch there, DC. Plenty more where that came from, or so you would think.
The accuracy is a sight to behold.
All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Listen, that was awesome. I need more of that. I want you to go at it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Oh, combination lands. You want to talk about putting strikes together. Beautiful execution.
And every one of them are landed. He overwhelmed him with different attacks.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, he might be out. Goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, now let's snap the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight. But don't ignore all the work he did with his hands. And give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way. And in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Bruce Buffer is in the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yoel Soldier of God Romero.
All right, so there he is, the main. All right, right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Sugar Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling. All right, here he is for my money, Michael, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Sterling is 6 years his senior.
You ready?
All right, so here we are back at the Crew here in the tri-state area, Newark, New Jersey. Big UFC live event coming up here tonight. And this venue doesn't get as many shows as it used to because of the New York legislation, but certainly they come out when the UFC's in.
Before the UFC was able to go to Madison Square.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to popular demand.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground.
Sterling's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony. Bottom fighter trying to control.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Under 3 minutes remain in round one. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Oh, nice job using his hand. He's out. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Sterling. I mean, how many can he take?
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him.
Oh, he postured up there, and he's out. 45 seconds to go here in round one. And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting pad. It's like he's hitting poker mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
It's a close one now. I need you to go out there, do everything you got. Keep putting the pressure on. Put that pace up.
Next round is underway here, and if you can't stay calm when a fighter is attempting a submission on you, you're going to get finished.
I mean,
stay calm.
You're done, John. You're done. If you panic, you're going to present your neck, you're going to give an arm. You got to really stay patient.
Yeah, that's my fighter named John Noble.
Oh, my goodness. Did you just make that up?
It's actually the end.
You should be a rapper. You really should rap when you get this stuff together.
DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Oh, big head kick lands.
Single collar tie.
Good stick.
Sterling gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You got to do better defensively.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Ooh, what a head kick.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything.
Okay, there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
Attempts the front kick there.
I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Sterling gets caught with that punch. While the numbers continue to pile up here, 56 total strikes have landed for Aljamain Sterling. He landed with 64% accuracy against Aljamain Sterling. Sterling's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by me in here tonight.
Yep, right hand over the top.
Uppercut attempt here. Nice job defensively. Fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon.
Sterling gets up, but he looks dazed. He looks confused.
Real nice body kick lands.
Oh! Huge right hand! Herb Dean calls for the stand-up there. All right, he engages. Oh, big knee!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh! Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Ooh, what a punch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Awesome. Your striking is looking superb. Everything you're putting out there is landing.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Nice movement punch.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more. Oh, pinpoint accuracy on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for could come at any time. Looking for the takedown, he gets it. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright. Spinning back fist is there. Whoa! Ooh, diving punch, man.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough of it. Maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great...
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trick. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case.
You ready? You ready?
Round one is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one. All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown. Great punch landed with so much power.
Blachowicz' lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by Mian here tonight. 26 total strikes have landed for the devastator Dominick Reyes.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, a lot of people think he might have the best jab in this division, certainly using it effectively here.
I mean, one of the best.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Andy.
That knee might have landed there. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
Latifi's now trying for the Kimura. good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
And he's out. "45 seconds to go here in round one." All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the...
Oh, looks like he's transitioning an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
The horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
Okay, round two, you ready? You ready?
Round two underway. Switching stances here.
What a punch.
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, got him going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Blocks that kick to the body. Oh! All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, really starting to find a hook for that hook here in round two.
I watched him land hook after.
That one appeared to stun.
To throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Vicious combo there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. 67 total strikes have found the mark for Dominick Reyes. And DC pretty accurate as well, landing at a 54% connection rate thus far against...
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised. Whoa! Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched gloves.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight.
We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dominick the Devastator Reyes.
And there is the man of the moment, and what... All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC's flyweight division title. So here he is, the #1 flyweight contender, looking to change that title here in 25 minutes or fewer and leave as the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world. What a run to contention it has been for this young man. He has put together a long winning streak. He's got the finishes to make the fans happy. He's done everything to position himself for this type of championship opportunity. Now, under the lights, we'll see what he can do with it. So here he is, the UFC's reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making the walk for another defense here tonight. And if he wants to be mentioned with some of this division's greats of all time, and really with some of the greats of all time, this is one he's got to have here tonight. As the title defenses start to pile up, you can be mentioned in the conversation with guys like Demetrious Johnson. So here we go, another title defense here at 125. We'll see how it goes for the reigning champ. Our tale of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Dillashaw is 2 years the elder. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! Our friends, for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the challenger, TJ Dillashaw. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Guadalajara, Brazil. You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy,
Oh!
being very active.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover.
Boom. Big jab.
Nice 1-2 there.
Oh.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, high amplitude head kick. Oh! Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1. So we pull up the numbers here. 28 total strikes have now landed for TJ Dillashaw. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job. Oh! Oh! Head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming side, and now he's got him hurt bad. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Both guys really throwing with authority.
Beautiful punch.
How about that shin? All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was long.
Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Back to the feet. Oh!
He's done. He's done.
Oh! Unbelievable.
Fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Back mount now.
Oh, he got him. He got him.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Straight punch lands.
Ooh! 5 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. That cut on the nose, manageable earlier, not so much right now. Really, really bad. The blood flow continuing to become a factor, and you got to think at some point if it gets any worse, they will have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was...
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. And he lands. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Jab hurt him a little bit.
Going orthodox now. Switches back to southpaw now.
Liver kick.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponents to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
The unofficial numbers thus far, 82 total strikes and counting have landed for the great TJ Dillashaw. And landing with 59% accuracy against Davison Figueiredo.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Wow. Lands the left punch now, followed by a right. Back and forth we go. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Looks like maybe he's trying to get an arm underneath the chin.
He's side to side, trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh, wow, oh! You don't see this very often. Most times it happens at a family barbecue. The only time we've seen it in the octagon is Robbie
This might
Lawler
just
versus
be a
Ben
matter
Askren.
of time. Oh, and there is the tap. So he gets it done with the bulldog choke to that
I
chin.
mean, a bulldog choke. That is about as big brother a choke that there is in all of mixed martial arts. He just got it done in the octagon. Oh, my goodness.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So the celebration is on for the UFC flyweight champion of the world, your winner tonight by submission.
Round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out. And new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, TJ Dillashaw.
5 minutes. 45 seconds. 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 5 minutes. 45
Coming up next, we present this heavyweight championship fight between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. All right, so here he is, the one, the only, the inimitable Daniel Cormier, high school wrestling coach, former two-time United States Olympian, two-division UFC champion. But that wasn't enough, folks. He wanted to not only be in the video game, but to actually call his own Walkout DC. The floor is yours.
They say at EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. I'm in the game, and I'm also in the game as I call my own walk to the octagon. It is a phenomenal thing to watch me walk into the octagon with my shirt tucked in my pants tucked in my socks. When you're talking about a fashion icon, you're talking about a guy in Daniel Cormier that looks and fights as well as anyone the UFC's ever seen.
And those are facts, and if you weren't here, what I would be saying is that most opponents seem to know what's coming, right?
Can't stop it.
Can't stop it. No, we'll see if the man out of the blue corner can stop it here tonight, but Daniel Cormier is back in a big way, and as you just heard, yes, he's in the game. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Miocic is 37. Cormier is 40.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, here we go, round one. Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier. This is a fight we have seen before. A lot of fighters don't like rematches. Your thoughts on what we might see here in this recent iteration?
Both fighters have been in rematches, and both have been successful. DC versus Rumble Johnson, Stipe versus Junior Dos Santos. But remember, Cormier also lost a rematch to John Jones. Stipe did not do that. He's undefeated in rematches. He has to take that same approach tonight if he's going to get his hands raised. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Nice combination of strikes to the body. He really has made it a point to attack that part of his opponent. So far, so good.
Not looking for the knockout early. He understands that the longer this fight goes, the body strike will become even more important. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Just over 20 total strikes have landed for Stipe. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Not only will this affect his ability to stand, but he can't really set down on his punches, and he won't generate the power that he normally generates because he can't really get heavy on his leg.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Cormier.
Look at him drive his shin to his opponent's body with that body kick.
And they separate.
Beautiful kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Continues to work out of that tie clinch. Oh, a huge block there. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best. Big head kick lands.
Well, no surprise, he goes for the takedown there, unable to get the fight to the canvas.
This is a testament to his opponent, his ability to see the shots coming, defend them, and make the fight happen where he wants to.
Awesome. Nice boxing chops there from Daniel Cormier. We talk so much about the wrestling. Don't slip on those hands.
Yeah, but it's because of the wrestling that allows these guys, especially a guy like DC, who's beautiful takedown and get laid.
And back to his feet.
As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change the stance.
Effective punch there by Cormier. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Cormier gets hit with that hook. He's got to be careful here.
Landed a good uppercut there.
Big knee to the body. What an end to round one. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Start protecting your body.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take effect.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. Beautiful strike.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, vicious kick to the outside of that lead leg. You got to start checking these, man.
Check these kicks, or you're going to be limping around the octagon very shortly.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Well, the full arsenal on display here. 78 total strikes have already landed for Stipe Miocic. And in terms of the accuracy rate, DC landing at a 59% clip thus far tonight against Daniel Cormier.
Beautiful takedown land.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, useful strike on the ground that was. Right side control now. Cormier's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
And he's out. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Back to his feet. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Cormier gets caught with that punch. That's a good right hand there by Stipe. Maybe he'll attack the body here. You can certainly speak to that. He's a guy who mixes it up well.
He's a guy that can do everything. And not only can he land punches of high punches of mobilization, master of adjustment on the fly whenever he's inside the octagon.
Oh, he has certainly kept changes levels now, DC.
Oh, man, he was in a single, got to a high crotch. Oh, my God, he switched the lock to a high crotch, rotated him, and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC. And no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding. And look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent. And as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it take an effect.
He's all over you with the submission attacks.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Caught that. Now, there's danger in that too, because when you start reaching down to catch that kick, here comes the high kick, and then you're in a lot of trouble.
Effective punch there by DC. Oh, single collar tie here. Miocic has got the tie clinch now. Try to establish that jab. Oh, Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. The numbers 103 total strikes have landed for Stipe, landing at a 54% clip tonight against DC.
Nice strike.
Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there.
All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab. There's no give on that leg kick.
Single collar tie now. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now.
Big kick land.
Well-timed overhand there by Miocic. Split the guard beautifully there. Punch coming, it's blocked.
Punch over the top.
Oh, vintage stuff there. Nice combination of strikes by Miocic.
Big body kick land.
Nice job by Miocic on the feet, making some adjustments, and man, that jab looks clean tonight.
I mean, that jab looks clean, but you got to be very careful not to get hit with a Stipe Miocic right hand. It's powerful, it's straight, and it can be very damaging.
And they separate. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, massive.
Oh, nice high kick.
Cormier gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here. Oh, huge right hand.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing the time, just looking to recover. Oh! Miocic's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there. And they separate.
Ooh, what a punch.
Wow! Oh! What a fight so far! All right, so that's the end of the round. The cut on the cheek is only getting worse. Thankfully, it is below the eye and not above it, but still a source of adversity for him here. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to him.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is one of really test your will. It's not here to become champion.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations.
What a jet.
All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again. Was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Man. Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long?
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Cormier gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a sit. So nicely done with the trip there. Cormier's has got full mount now. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Cormier's back in full mount. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Nicely done. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Cormier's right back to the full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round, and how about the cut on that eyebrow? Oh, man, that's hard to look at even for me. It's gotten really, really bad here. You got to think they're going to call the doctor in here, and if it gets any worse, you got to think they have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, so his legendary chin holds up despite getting knocked down in that previous round. DC, take us through the highlight.
He's as tough as they come. There is not...
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. His leg is hurt here, you can see that. Oh!
Start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! He's out!
It's over! It's over!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbow.
We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 36 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and